Australian billionaires are earning $67,000 an hour, according to a new report by Oxfam. The charity is calling on the major parties to tax billionaire fortunes to tackle inequality. For more, business reporter Rachel Clayton joins us now. So, Rachel, what does this report tell us?
Mel, this is an international report by Oxfam that draws attention to the world's billionaires and how much their wealth grew in 2024. On a global scale, total billionaire wealth grew by $3 trillion last year, which is about $8.5 billion a day. Just to rattle off the richest five people in 2024 were, unsurprisingly, number one was Elon Musk, who we just saw on stage with Donald Trump. He's worth $430 billion, according to Forbes. Next was Jeff Bezos, who's worth about half that at $240 billion. Number three is Bernard Arnault, the French businessman, then Larry Ellison, and then number five is Facebook founder Mark Zuckerberg. The report found that back home in Australia, the country has 47 billionaires with an average of, they make an average of $67,000 an hour, as you just said. That figure is 1,300 times higher than the average Australian worker and is the kind of wealth that is completely unachievable for almost anyone in the world, let alone Australia. The richest person in Australia is once again Gina Rinehart, the mining magnate. She's worth almost $50 billion. And second is Andrew Twiggy Forrest, worth about $30 billion. And then real estate developer Harry Triguboff is third. He's worth about $25 billion.
So, Rachel, what's the report's focus this year?
The report is commissioned every year and usually has some sort of angle where it's pushing for political change when it comes to billionaire wealth and just how rapidly it's growing. This year, it's focused on colonisation and it's drawn attention to how the world's richest people have made their money off the back of historic colonisation. In Australia, Oxfam Australia's CEO, Lynn Mulgain, has drawn attention to the fact that the Australia's richest people have made most of their money off resources, natural resources in the ground. And they're also calling for a wealth tax, not just in Australia, but globally. Here, Lynn Mulgain is calling for a tax between 2 and 5% for the super rich, so for those people who are making billions of dollars a year. She says that that tax would really have no effect on billionaires. They wouldn't even feel it, but it would have an enormous effect, positive effect on the rest of Australia and what it could pay for. And it's also, this report's been released this week quite strategically because the World Economic Forum launches this week, runs for about 2 weeks in Davos in Switzerland. And that's where it's basically an enormous lobbying event where the world's richest business people, political leaders, and even celebrities come to discuss global events and global economic events. There's a lot of speeches. Greta Thunberg was probably one of the most famous guests to that a couple of years ago when she had her speech about the effect of climate change on her generation. So it's being launched this week to draw attention to the fact that all these incredibly wealthy people are going to be gathering in Switzerland to discuss how they can come together, create new relationships, and probably increase their wealth even more.
Business reporter Rachel Clayton there. Thank you.